Hi Greenbelt. So today we're going to start the warm up. We're kind of just jumping into it. After this, we're going to do a spotlight thing and some power. So you need dye of some sort. You can get them on your phone, like if you need to last week, or a laptop or whatever. So here's the deal. This is kind of going to be a choose your adventure sort of warm up. You are going to roll the die. If you roll a odd number, such as 9, you have to do something in arm warm-up, such as push-ups, I don't know, planks, something like that. You have to do that number. So if I rolled 9, I have to do 9 push-ups, or something of the sort. If you roll an even number, like, trying to get to an even number, 4. An even number like 4, you have to do something that works your legs. Okay? Like squats or jumps. And lastly, if you roll doubles, you have to do your form. You just have to do it once. It doesn't have to be perfect, kind of just running through, getting our mind in the right mindset. Cool? So, remember, even number is a leg warm-up, odd number is a arm warm-up, and doubles is your form. If you want to, you can recruit somebody at home to do it with you, but it's up to you. So, ready, get set, and go. Alright guys, so now, awesome job by the way, I wanted to do a little spotlight thing. So all I'm going to do is put in a couple clips of videos from, I think, mostly you guys who are online, because I don't get to spotlight you like I would in class. I might have like 1 or 2 of green belts in class, but I'm going to write at the bottom or somewhere on the screen what I would be spotlighting, like awesome power, or rotation, that's type power, or lockout, or intensity. You get my gist. I'm going to write what you guys did an awesome job at, and that way you can see your peers doing it, and you can also try to get better at these areas, or you can just see what you're really good at. So here we go. Alright guys, so now that you saw that, we are going to just move on and talk about backup mass. So that's what we're working on this week as our far power. We're kind of going to throw everything, rotation out the window for a second. We're going to come right back to that. But for now, we're talking about getting power from backup mass as opposed to rotation. In order for this to work, what I'm trying to show you, so you can see how rotation works, how backup mass works, you need to not use rotation. So all you're going to do is you need something you can knock over, and that it can stand up on its own. That way, it's not just falling over constantly. Like this. You're going to stand in front of it and just push. You're only using the strength of your arms. A couple times. You're just going to push. Now, backup mass. When we think of backup mass, we think leaning. So, in a minute, I'm going to show you how we can get more power without just using the power of our arms. So, now what I want you to do is lean. You're going to take this, and you are simply going to lean. It kind of knocks you over. We're going to talk about that in a second. Do that one more time. Put your hands up, and lean. Now, we're going to use control of our power, and you're going to lean while you push without getting off balance. So, notice, push once with just your arms, and then push with all your weight, leaning into it. It goes a lot farther. So, we're going to talk about doing this with side kicks, because side kicks are a prime backup mass example. So, we got this. We're going to throw a side kick. Now, you could rotate with your side kick, which would get you more power in the first place. But we don't want to rotate with our side kick. We want to, for now, we're going to get to add in power in a second, you were just going to kick. It is probably going to fall over unless you have something that's really sturdy. This isn't all that sturdy. Just going to kick. You can still have a good kick. Every time I say do this, people kick like this. You can still have a good kick without power. I'm going to give you an example. Keep doing that, by the way. If you can also not kick something and still have power. If you watch tournament videos, like old tournament videos, you can see people who have tons of power, and you would tell that if you got kicked by that, or punched by that, or whatever, it would hurt a lot. But sometimes you have people who don't have as much power, where you can look at it and be like, are they really doing the technique right? So, I think I'm going to put a clip of that in afterwards. But for now, I want you to kick and lean into your kick. A lot of times what happens is people end up putting their power, they're leaning back when they kick, so they can kick higher like this. I am also subject of that. But that is moving all of your energy backwards. We want all our energy to go into our target, so we're going to kick and lean into our target. I'm going to put it on this side because I'm currently kicking with my non-dominant leg, and I don't like that. So, move this a little bit. There we go. You're going to kick and lean into the target. Instead of just kicking and stopping and putting it down, you're kicking into the target. That is what backup mass is all about. You kick and lean into your target. Now that we've talked about backup mass, I'm going to have you add rotation into that. You are going to, 1, kick with no power. This is me kicking if you can't tell. 1, you're going to kick with no power. 2, you're going to kick with backup mass. And 3, you're going to add in rotation and backup mass. Alright, I kind of want you guys to experiment with this. See what happens if maybe you lean back instead of forward when you kick. See what happens if you lean too far forward, or even just stay upright. So, I want you to mess around with it. Go ahead. Alright guys, so hopefully now that you saw that and saw the tournament videos I added in with no power versus power, we are going to go through your form. I want you to do it slower. It is month 4, which means details, details, details. So I want you to go a bit slower. We're going to talk about lefts and rights, and I want you, even if you think you already know your form perfectly, to focus on which way you're going. Deal? Alright, if you want to, I'm going to run. I'm still here though. If you want to, you can write left and right on your hands again, or you can put, ask before you do this, by the way, ask your grown-up. I'm using pen, which I probably should, but this comes off. You can put left, an L and an R on your hands, so you know which way left and right is. I know they're upside down, and it's backwards, but there we go, there's my arm. You get the point. And I'm going to tell you which way to go, or you can pick a wall that's to your right side. You did that wall, so I'm going to go, she says right, that wall is going to go, she says left. Alright, because I get it, it's video classes are weird, hard to learn from, I completely get it. I don't like video classes, even for normal school, hard to learn from. So, if you're going, the opposite direction, which I've had a lot of issues with, I've seen people who go the opposite direction, and it's sounding like it's the same move that everybody goes opposite directions with. But we are going to try our best to combat that. Deal? Deal. Okay. So, I'm going to face this way. And here we go. Bam, we're stepping back with our right foot. Our hands come up, our right hand is in front, and they come down. Our hands go to our left hip, this one, left. And now we're going to bring up our left foot into our side kick chamber. We're going to do side kick. We land, our left foot is forward, right hand hammer fist, and we're in a front stance. Now our left hand hammer fist, and we're in a fourth stance. Alright, we've got enough thus far. Woo! Now, we're going to slide in with our left foot, and then we're going to slide out to the left. We're going to our left. So we're going to be here, sliding in with our left foot, and stepping out to the left, turning and kneeling so we're facing our left side. Our right hand is going to punch nice and slow. Right hand punch fast. Ah. Now, when we stand up, this has also been a spot where I've seen a few different ways people have done this. We're going to move step forward, so our right foot is forward. Our stomach is now facing the back. If we were on the karate floor and we were facing the front, when we just step forward, we'd be facing, our belly buttons would be facing the counter. So, again, we're here, whoosh, bang. Our back foot, we stand up and our back foot steps forward. So we're now facing the back. Starting form facing that way, we're now facing this way. Starting form facing this way, we're now facing that way. Now, our right hand is going to hammer fist down. We step behind with our left foot. And our right hand hammer fist up. We step back with our left foot again. And our right hand hammer fist down. Now we slide up with our left foot. And our right foot side kicks. Boom. We land. We jump into that cross stance, so our belly button is now facing the front. Right leg, axe kick. And then we take a knee, hammer fist, with our right hand and our right knee is down. Alright, we're going to do that part one more time. Just to make sure it's in there. Deal? Deal. Alright, here we go. I tap from aim. Bam. We step back with our right foot. Up, down. Our hands to our left hip. We switch hips. And our left foot is up for a side kick chamber. We side kick. Right hand, hammer fist. Left hand, hammer fist. Now the left foot comes in and out. My pen fell out of my pocket. Now we are taking a knee with our right knee down. We punch slow with our right hand, fast with our left. Ah. Now remember, when we step forward with that knee on the ground. Our right leg steps forward, so our belly button facing the back. We hammer fist down. Step behind, fist up, step back, hammer fist down. Slide up, side kick, cross stance, axe kick. Now we take a knee, hammer fist, ah. Now we jump up into our cross stance. So our right foot is on the outside. When we do this, now that we're in month 4, we kind of make it more fluid. We're just jumping into that cross stance. One more time. Our knee that's on the ground. Our right knee is jumping towards the front of our left leg. Like that. We chop with our left hand. Boom, towards the front. Now we just unwind. No stepping involved. Keep your feet glued to the floor and twist. All right, go back. Those feet glued to the floor. Twist and right hand chops. Now we look towards the back. Our feet are still planted on that floor. Chop. Now we throw that punch. This foot can like move out a little bit, but we're only switching swing into a front stance. We're not switching stances. So we chop, we twist and punch. Now that right leg slides behind our left leg like this. We chop up towards someone's neck. This is towards the back of the room, by the way. We're looking back towards the front. We chop down with our right. Up, down. Our feet stay glued to the floor, and we unwind. And sorry about that weird jump, guys. I hit my little button. I need to find a better place to put this than in my pocket because I'm hitting it. But we are going to go back to our chop punch to the back. Chop punch. All right, our right foot slides behind. Our left hand chops up. Our right hand chops down. Our right hand strikes the chin, rakes the eyes. With our feet planted, we unwind and chop. So keeping our feet planted when I unwind is huge, guys. Watch my feet. I'll show you why too. It has to do with power this month. Keep our feet planted and unwind. We go back and unwind. This adds tons and tons of rotation. I'm going to show you. I'm going to bring you low though, so you can see my feet. Low. So we got this thing. We have it here. Now you can see my feet. I want you to watch the difference. Alright, I'm going to start here, and I'm going to unwind and chop. Okay, the first time, I'm going to step instead of unwind. Like, see, I just step my feet instead of shoop. That's what I'm going to do the first time. This is what not to do. So I step and unwind and chop. Now, I am going to unwind, and I'm going to use my momentum to do that chop. So I'm here. I'm going to unwind and chop. See how much more rotation I get from that? We're working on back of mass this week, but rotation is still so important. So here's what I want you to do, guys. We are going to practice that foot rotation thing while still working on back of mass and rotation. So we're going to do a quick drill with this, and then we're going to move on to talking about your whole form as a whole. You're going to get in your gut stance, or you're going to get in your cross stance. Okay? Plant those feet to the ground, unwind, squat. Plant those feet to the ground, wind, curtsy. Okay? Feet planted, unwind, squat. Feet planted, wind, curtsy. All right, we'll even make this a challenge. Your job, nice and tall. Your job is to do as many of those as you can. I'm going to give you 30 seconds for each side, but I still want you to focus on doing them right. Okay, there's a difference. If you can do lots and lots, that's amazing. But if you keep moving your feet, that's no good. So many of you practice around for each. You get 30 seconds, practice around for each side, and then you're going to try to do them quickly and still accurate. Deal? Just for fun, just for a challenge. If you don't get that many, that's okay. We're practicing. Our brains are in practice mode, not performance mode. Deal? Okay, ready, get set, go. Alright guys, so I have my sister here to help me show you what we're going to do next. We are going to do a drill with bag of mass before we put it in gear form. Don't worry, we are going to get there eventually. But this is actually taken from one of my favorite anchoring drills. So if I remember, we'll do this again next week, and so you can see how anchoring works. So here's what you're going to do. Is you need somebody from at home. Put this up so you back up, they can still see you. You're going to push with just your arms. Stand up straight, push. Now, no loopholes, no doing rotation, because that's more than just your arms. Hang on, we froze. There we go. I froze on my screen, I didn't know what's happening. No rotation and no leaning, because you're actually pushing them a couple times with just your arms. You are going to lean. You're going to put your hands on them and lead. You can see how my arms are not as strong as my whole body. Right? That's why we use backup mass. Because if I was to side kick, leaning into it gets me a lot more power than just using the power of my leg. I froze again. What the heck? There we go. Okay, so that's what you're going to do with somebody at home. If you like, they can get payback and you can switch. So, here you go. Ready, get set, go. Alright guys, so now last thing we're going to do today, I need you to take your form. And you're going to find backup mass and rotation. So you're going to go through your form. You're going to make sure that you are leaning into your kicks. You are twisting when you can twist, which is almost every move, by the way. You're leaning into your strikes, even your hammer fists. You should be leaning into them. And these have lots of rotation too. You shouldn't just be, riding all of that power into our self-defense. We want to look like the power people from those tournament videos and not the no power. Deal? All right, ready, get set, go. Alright guys, so that is all for today. I hope you learned something new, and hopefully that if you ever need to, if you get confused on which way you're going with your form, you can always come back to where we do the left or rights. And hopefully you learned something about rotation and backup mass. And I will see you guys later this week. Bye!